Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Our very own brother, Dele Momodu, speaks on Ashiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Don't forget that they go way back. He knows them very well. Their personal bodies, right? But Dele Momodu did not support Tinubu on this occasion. And with all that, Dele Momodu, by the way, he's on Atiku's side. With all that is currently on ground, you can see that the matter is quite different. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Fellow Nigerians, this is from me, Dele Momodu. Once again, this is not the best of time in our dear beloved country, Nigeria. After we've had gladly and cheerful moment that no government could ever be worse than the recent just gone administration, Buhari's administration. We are now confronted by yet another monsters, monstrous regime. In less than 2 months in power, Tinubu's government has stirred the honey nest, starting Nigeria on a collapse. What a government! Collapsing whatever positive legacy we may have out there that Buhari left, the fragment from Buhari's administration. Yet we have Yet we have assumed that expected the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be far better prepared and more visionary than Buhari and his last of all destruction he caused this nation. Unfortunately, this hasn't been the case. Why I am not about to give an overview of Tinubu's strategies and work so far, and so on, I am constrained to put my thoughts and my opinion on the ongoing Tinubu's issue on paper. I am doing this in my personal capacity as a Nigerian citizen and as a true and trusted friend of Tinubu. Yes, I have known Tinubu for a long time. I believe only one true friend can look you up straight eyeball to eyeball in the face and tell one of the world's most powerful men the gospel truth. I have no doubt in my mind that the majority of Tinubu's so-called friends and acquaintances, all those around him, are pretenders and hypocrites. Tinubu has also not helped himself, yes, by engaging both royal puppies and people he has put around him, alien and alike, to worship at his feet. That's why no one can tell him the truth, and turning him into a demigod. I am convinced that they serve him no useful purpose. I will establish this fact in a minute. The Tinubu did not begin yesterday. It started after Tinubu returned from exile and in getting into government of Lagos State in 1999 and instantly becoming the biggest benefactor of our epic battle in exile during the days of the military. In all honesty, we were all happy that he was working and making making himself known and coming out and doing what he can. But unknown to us, trouble was behaving around the corner. We didn't know how and what led to the legal luminary Chief Gani to bring out and to go and exhume all manner of false declaration and continue to dig on Tinubu in the form of submission for Tinubu's governmental bid. On October 11, 1999, just months after Tinubu contested and won his election, Chief Gani powerful interview was published on the cover of News Watch magazine with a screaming headline, "Why Tinubu Must Go." Gani, the fearless lawyer, also granted another interview on the cover of the same magazine with an event more graphic. Tinubu is a criminal. Gani and a rider below, it described 10 years in jail on the top of the same magazine was published a worrisome story, Tinubu's story, the source under threat. This was the first time the tale about Tinubu and the toxic Lagos State governor's matter was revealed. A Lagos of one man, one prominent ruler, renowned, and one who was controlling the whole activity. In Lagos, which was now under the siege of one man. We are naturally alarmed, but we are somehow timid. People were intimidated, carelessly dismissed Gani's case as the very best and unnecessary meddling into people's affair. A few of us who were very close to Gani knew it would be difficult and of no effect to approach him and try to persuade him to drop the case. The other sad revelation was that some of Tinubu's commissioners started flirting and swearing profusely, God is my weakness. Many of them, out of panic about the intimidating impeachment of Tinubu, were stylishly dissociating themselves from their boss. We heard all kinds of stories from one of them who was even in government, who are even in government today. We brought our integrity into this government. We can't allow anyone to tarnish it, he said. Let us work on this. One of them, extremely close to Tinubu, was the first to tell us about the falsification of Tinubu's age, identity of his original parents, who his forged academic record, and so on. This chain smoking gun claimed absolutely knowledge of Tinubu's life. He told us in my archive, in my Accra days, that anyone who tells Tinubu the truth is instantly marked down as an enemy. So he has stopped telling him the truth. With this kind of mindset, you can imagine what quality of advice Tinubu gets regularly. Nobody can tell him the truth or you are gone. Out of these blues, my very daring and loyal friend Tokumbo decided to beat the bullets on behalf of Tinubu. What he did was renounced the Lamb of God and took away the sin of the world. That was what he said. He said the Lamb of God has taken away all the sins, took all the responsibility of error committed in Tinubu's file. Miraculously, Tinubu was saved and we were all relieved. Everyone is asking me how Tinubu composed himself and was able to go through that season. My answer is I don't know. It is noteworthy that Festus Keyamo has jumped on the same wagon of those seeking to impeach Tinubu at the same time. This was one of the same persons. Right now, Festus Keyamo is one of those benefiting from that government. So this is our brother revealing to us some of the things that have happened before now and telling us that there is something about Tinubu. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Thank you.